We're Nicki and Carlo and we live in Positano, Italy, except we also just bought a house in Tuscany, which we're currently renovating, so we live there too. Join us as we turn this house and olive grove into a dream home and get to grips with living in two different parts of Italy. Hi, just a quick note before we start this video. YouTube has been messing around with the audio and with artificial intelligence, and it has been changing the voices from our own voices into robotic artificial intelligence voices. I think this is because our videos often are in two different languages, so it automatically tries to translate it into something else, and it's upset a lot of people. There's a very, very easy solution. All you have to do is go into settings below the video and then change the audio track to Italian original. That's all you have to do. So please don't unfollow me because it's not my choice. It's YouTube deciding to do this for us, and it's just very, very easy to resolve. So let's change that and get on with the video.
Hello everywhere! Oggi è sabato e questa sera stanno per arrivare 3 membri della mia famiglia. Andranno prima in visita a mamma e poi verranno qua. Sì, perché mamma è stata spostata finalmente nel centro di riabilitazione e quindi sta già iniziando il processo per diventare più mobile, più in gamba, sperando che sarà un successo.
Yes, it's been a very, very busy week, but the best thing is that yesterday she was moved into this new rehabilitation centre and we can only go and visit her once a day, which has freed up some extra time for us, which is perfect timing because before we knew that half of his family were coming, we organised a little a garden party for tomorrow. We were hoping to do it in the garden, but it's going to be the coldest day of the year, between 0 and 10 degrees, so it's going to be a bit chilly for that. So I think we're going to have to move everybody inside. I'm now having a bit of a panic as to where we're going to put everybody, because I think there's going to be about 20 of us, and we definitely don't have space for 20 people in one room, so I'm not quite sure how it's going to work.
Andrà bene.
Skye and Nicola arrived on Wednesday, so they've been here for a few days, and we're going to have a very, very full house over this weekend. So we thought we would film it to make it extra complicated. And today we've got a lot to do. I've got to go out and do a big food shop. I've got to buy a pair of shoes for Colour's mum because she needs rubber-soled shoes for her rehabilitation. I have to get a couple of things from the pharmacy for her. The dogs need to go for a walk. We need to move furniture. We need to clean the house. We need to cook dinner for tonight. We need to cook for 20 people for tomorrow.
Andrà tutto bene.
So I need to get going. So that's what's happening this weekend. We thought we'd bring you along for the fun and chaos of it.
Of course, we are very excited to these new things for Mamma.
Yeah, it was really fun yesterday.
For Nicki birthday, for my family come here, for the friends invited, from all. But we are a little, come si dice, un po' fuori di testa, no? Perché siamo eccitati e anche preoccupati.
Yeah, if I say that I was awake from 4 o'clock this morning till about 10 to 6. Writing lists. I actually ended up coming downstairs at about 4:30 and started writing lists of things to remember to do to try and get them out of my head. It didn't work. So I was awake from 4 till about 6 just thinking of all the things that I had to remember for today and tomorrow. But that's pretty standard, isn't it? We all do that.
Invece io ho dormito benissimo perché non penso a tutte queste cose, tanto andrà bene comunque, no?
Yeah, okay, let's get going.
Andiamo.
Okay, I've left the car here last night. It was raining. Let's get going. What a beautiful day, finally. just realised that I have bought all the food now. I haven't even thought about drinks, so I think I'm going to have to send somebody back down here later on to get wine and beer and coke and stuff to drink, because I didn't think about that at all. Hardly organised. I bought 5 baguettes, hoping that they'll be okay tomorrow still, and I'm going to make garlic bread with all of them, because that's always, like, everybody loves garlic bread. You can't go wrong with that. Right, on to the next shop. Okay, I'm failing miserably today. So when I went to the supermarket, I planned on filming in the supermarket, and I left my phone in the car, couldn't get out again. And then I've just done this whole piece driving from the supermarket to where I am now, and realised that I didn't ever press record. So yeah, starting off great. I have now pulled in at the village shoe shop, which is quite a big shoe shop for quite a small village, and I feel like it's really extravagant of me, but I want a pair of boots. I've got a sweater dress that I want to wear for my birthday tomorrow, and I've got one pair of boots, one pair of nice knee-high black boots, and they need to be resoled. They are unwearable, completely unwearable. The sole of the heel has actually come off, and the rest of the sole is actually disintegrating, so I need to take them to a cobbler's. I haven't had time over the last 3 weeks, and somebody yesterday just suggested, why don't you go and buy a new pair of boots? And I was like, but I've got a pair. And she was like, but you can't wear them. I'm like, yeah, but I've got them. She was like, you can have another pair of boots. And I went back home and looked at what I have to put on my feet in the winter. I have 2 pairs of trainers, 1 pair of old Timberland Chelsea boots, and wellies. That's all I have. So I think I can permit myself a new pair of boots. I'm going to have a look and see if I've got everything. I also need to get some rubber-soled shoes for Mama, for Carla's mum. So hopefully I can pick them up here as well. It seems like they have a huge selection. Let's see if we can find anything. I feel like that was very extravagant of me, but they were €100, which isn't too bad. And I got the shoes I needed to get for Carlo's mum as well, so that's brilliant, so I don't have to go to the other town now. And I have also managed to lose my list of things to do, so now I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, I'm back home and I've started cooking. I've done 1 quiche already, so that's done. It's in the oven still, so I'll pull that out in a bit. I've made a banana bread, just really randomly. That's got nothing to do with today or tomorrow, but I just thought I'd get rid of some old bananas. And it's a beautiful day out here, but it is quite cold. It's about 7-8 degrees Celsius. And we're going to go and make up one of the beds in the little room. So the other day I had to go to IKEA and buy a bed, and I'd sort of I'd sworn to myself I wasn't going to buy things in IKEA, but now we've got a sofa from IKEA and now we've got a bed for IKEA, so just had to be done. So I bought a trundle bed so it can be pulled out and made into a double bed, and this is what it looks like. So I haven't moved the ironing board yet because I don't really know where to put it, but this chair has basically made its way around every single room in the house, but for now it's here. So that's quite handy to keep that as a sofa bed, and then you can pull it out and make it into a double bed, and the drawers underneath, you can put the duvet and the pillows and everything goes under there. Now this is the room that I normally have my yoga mat in, and I do my little morning workouts in this room. I've cleared all that away for now and put it in our bedroom, which is fine. There's the other double mattress is behind the sofa for now. Now this double mattress is one of the cheapest mattresses that they have in IKEA, and I bought that feasibly to go on a swing bed outside in the garden, which we haven't got around to making yet. So for now that can stay there. But if we use this as well, feasibly we can sleep, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We could sleep 12 people in this house in beds, and 2 people on sofas. Skye's going to go and pick some mimosa. I think that's Carlo just coming back. We've got all the daisies out. Look at that. Signs of spring. Go, Indy. Oh, I can smell it already. It's a really big mimosa tree. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Coffee. All the good mimosa is high up, so Skye's now going to attempt to climb the tree.
I don't want to break the branch.
I don't think you will. You've got a long way to go before you get to the mimosa. Yeah, come down. We don't need it that desperately. That can go in there. Hopefully it won't blow away in the wind. Hello, Winnie Pooh. Hello, Winnie Pooh. So the only problem is with the quiches is that I have round quiche dishes and we bought rectangle shaped puff pastry. I forgot to check, but it seems to have worked out fine. That looks good.
Oh yeah.
So we'll let that one cool and then I'll lift it out and then I can make another one. Because I don't have enough quiche dishes. One at a time. I'm going to make 3 all in all. We recently bought a ball thrower. We've obviously in Positano haven't really got any need for one, but if we can get the ball off of Indy. Drop it! Drop it! Indy, drop it!
There you go.
Good girl.
Non capisco che ragazzini, non ci
Che state facendo?
Io non vedo. Stiamo montando i BBQ.
Wow.
Così possiamo
Bello.
fare le cose grigliate.
Buono.
Facciamo il pesce grigliato, andiamo a comprare il pesce al mercato del pesce.
Comprare il pesce a Positano e lo grigliare qua.
No, ci sta anche a Livorno il pesce. Andare qua dentro, giusto?
Cosa non ha senso?
Che cosa non so.
Okay, I'm going to make quiche number 2. So this is the first one. I've taken it out of the quiche dish and it seems to be fine. It seems to be holding itself rigid. So I'm going to make another one now. Now the first thing that you need to do is get your puff pastry and blind bake it for about 10 to 15 minutes so that it's partially cooked. I don't have any baking beans, so I'm using rice. Then I've got 7 eggs and about half a cup of milk in here, and I'm going to add some salt and pepper. I have got some grated cheese, and that's something else. So these are my ingredients: red onion, red pepper, zucchini, eggs, milk, cheese, pastry. These onions are for something else later. I'm going to cook all the onions later once I've finished filming because it's going to make my eyes water. So yes, ideally I'd have a round piece of pastry, but I'm not that clever to think of buying a round. Well, actually, Skye picked these out, but I'm not gonna blame her. So you can leave the paper in with the pastry and then it just doesn't stick to the plate underneath, which is really handy. And I'll just poke some air holes in that so it doesn't bubble up too much. And then weigh it down with some rice. You could use lentils, or you might be lucky and you might have baking beans. And that's going to go in the oven for about 10-15 minutes, and then I'll take the rice off and then I can fill it with the ingredients and cook it. Have you finished in the garden?
Oh sì, ho sistemato quello che dovevo sistemare. Ah, quante cipolle. Che devi fare con tutte queste cipolle?
The hamburgers. Now what time are your brothers arriving?
I don't know.
Have you heard from them? Ti hanno chiamato?
Sì, mi hanno chiamato, non hanno mandato un messaggio.
You can just see the last tiny bit of the sun and it's gone. And Mummy is still cooking.
Cooking all day long. Right, now I'm going to pour the quiche mix into the base, which is partially cooked. Hoping that it doesn't overflow too much. I'll do, and that needs to go in the oven for about 45 minutes at 180 degrees. Okay, it's now nearly 8 o'clock in the evening. We are reheating the soup, and if you remember, the name of the soup is ribollito, which means reboiled. So it is now being reboiled, and we will soon be having dinner, and we still haven't quite figured out where we're going to let everybody sit. We might have to do it in shifts. We've only got 4 seats at this table, or we could bring another table in. So here we are. This is the finished result. I've done some bruschetta, some with pomodorini, little tomatoes with some olive oil and garlic, some with some stracciatella, which is like the inside of a burrata cheese, with anchovies and tomatoes. And here we have our ribollita, nice and hot and steamy. And we have solved the seating problem by bringing an extra little table in here. And 3 of us, we'll have the children's table and the adults table. That's what we'll do. Perfect. It's like a little restaurant.
Io già prima l'avevo visto e mi era sembrato già prima che non si vede come serve.
Dopo però è bagnato, non è bagnato.
Noi stiamo su questo qua è buonissimo.
Buongiorno amore e buon compleanno.
Grazie, thank you.
Che fai? Sbucci le patate? È il tuo compleanno?
Yes, I'm going to spend my birthday morning peeling potatoes. I have a lot of things to cook still. Luckily, I have quite a few assistants today, so hopefully we'll get it all done quite early.
Sì. Lì abbiamo Massimo, poi qua c'è Stefano.
My other assistants are still sleeping, but they will be down soon, hopefully. I must remember to get dressed as well later on, because I really don't want to be at my birthday party in my pyjamas. So please remind me if I
No, ma andrà bene anche se sei in pigiama, che fai?
So Massimo has put together the spiedini, the kebabs for me. So they're basically red pepper, red onion and pineapple, and they'll go on the grill, just lightly grilled, and they're really, really yummy. Just a little bit of vegetable and fruit for the barbecue. Stefano's busy making the garlic bread. There's no sign of that fire from last night, but there is a very, very small bonfire down in the corner there. I'm wondering if that's where it was. They obviously got it all under control. Right, I managed to get dressed. We're now going to go out and give them a tour of the property. I love having people around. I love having the house full and having to prepare loads of food for people. I know I've said this loads of times before. It's my favourite thing to do, and I'm really glad that I get to do it on my birthday. This is the downside of having lots of people in the house, though. You're constantly cleaning the floor, especially when everyone's traipsing inside and outside all day long. Let's see what it looks like after this afternoon with 20 people here.
Ah, sarà meraviglioso. Sì, intanto io pulisco adesso, poi quando verranno io nessuno ci guarderà più a terra. Con 20 persone.
A pot of steaming potatoes cooling down so I can make potato salad. And we're pretty much done. I've run out of onions and I wanted to make one more quiche, so I've called Marie. She's going to bring me an onion. I can do that later. It's not going to take long. Well, it's a beautiful day. Let's hope it stays that way.
Allora, siccome verranno tante persone, ho pensato di portare questo su, così dopo lo devo un po' spolverare, ovviamente. Così dopo possono appendere le giacche. 20 giacche sono tante, no?
Okay. That was in the shed, by the way. It's not ours. It was left here, and it's just been sitting in the shed.
Sì, no, non l'abbiamo comprato questo.
No. Okay.
Yeah, show yourself busy.
I wish it was like this every day.
Il lungo pellato.
Va bene, amore?
Ok, vai. This one.
This one.
Down there.
Questo può andare qua
Senti, io avevo smesso di lavorare da settimana.
e poi ci faccio portarlo là.
Indy, what are they doing? What are they doing? Holly's ready to party.
We had a change of plan. We were going to do everything around the back, but it's lovely and sunny and it's warmer out the front here because this is south facing. So we brought the barbecue out, we brought all the tables out, and everyone can find somewhere to sit here.
Barbecue.
Now what they're doing, they keep moving everything. So I think the smoke was coming over to where the tables are, so they've had to move the barbecue now.
Allora, non possiamo vincere con il vento. L'abbiamo messo lì, il fumo entrava in casa. L'abbiamo messo lì, adesso il vento è girato dall'altra parte.
Well, hopefully that'll be okay. Well, enjoy. Go and get something to drink. Time for yourself.
No.
We've been brought, so you guys all know I don't drink alcohol. I have been clean for 7 years, and somebody's brought me a bottle of non-alcoholic Prosecco. No idea where it is. And look here.
Guarda qui.
Look, a selection of non-alcoholic beers. Brilliant. So I think everyone's here now. We're starting to cook outside. I need to be a good hostess and to make sure everyone's got a drink. So excuse me. Time to
No. Però devo dire che ascoltando
qualcosa infatti lui è sempre imparato. No, infatti è quando senti la lingua intorno a te, senti.
Happy birthday!